Thank you very much for granting us this interview.
Thanks for the opportunity.
No, really. How is the Netherlands for you? How is the Netherlands treating you?
I love it. I've always had a great interest because my parents, being both from Japanese heritage, they often talked about the Dutch and the history of the Netherlands and the relationship that they've had for centuries with Japan.
Yeah.
I in fact think that they've had the strongest relationship between Japan and any other country.
Correct.
They have a great affinity for each other and respect. I kind of feel it here. And I was saying earlier to here that I love the people. There's just such an energy of just a friendship and
kinship, almost a kind of kinship, I presume.
I just really feel at ease here. Almost like I'm walking around Hawaii, where it's predominantly Asian.
Yeah.
And for some reason, all my guard is dropped here. I don't know. I really feel that
at ease.
The affection from the people here is genuine, and it's not necessarily because I'm an actor or something. I really feel that you guys have just a big heart collectively as a nation.
Daredevil.
Yes.
Aired last week.
Yeah.
To get huge acclaim.
Yeah.
It is massive at this moment. It's completely gone haywire, I presume, on Netflix. I do not know if you have any information from that. Oh, we have seen figures from Netflix coming in, and
Well, I don't think they really divulged their numbers, but we can gauge that people are watching it. The social networking is blowing up. I can't get onto my news feed without some Daredevil article. And of course, there's so many people that are reaching out and they're very responsive to me about my work in season 2. So it's I'm loving it. I'm loving all.
How was your experience with it?
It's great. It's great. I've told you before. It's no lie, and it's not in news. But I was a big fan of comics, and.
So you read the comics beforehand already, or as a child?
30 years ago I had them.
Oh, okay.
I'd been riding around on my Kuwahara, my BMX, and I got Daredevil comics in my back pocket.
Oh, fantastic.
And, I had pretty much the whole Frank Miller run of Elektra.
That's the next my question.
I actually have them on when Elektra, she appears and she goes to assassinate Matt Murdock, and then she sees some ninjas in there and she takes out the ninjas. I have those. So a lot of my performance and my eagerness to perform has been informed by the fact that I was a fan as a child. So I had 30 years of stewing on this material.
So you've been really anticipating it,
absolutely.
Honestly.
Well, I never really anticipated, this kind of privilege. I didn't know. I was just hoping as a fan that one day they would make a real live action version of it. Yeah. Of course, there was the Ben Affleck version.
Yeah, correct.
But
this is completely different.
I prefer this effort as opposed to those earlier ones.
Yeah.
I was offered a role in Elektra. But it was funny because I'm friends with two stars of that, Cary Tagawa and William Lee played Kirigi, and I was friends with them both. And I was actually in Vancouver while they were shooting that.
Okay.
And I was offered a role. I read 3 or 4 times for Kirigi.
Okay.
I understood that it was really, they were considering me, but they gave it to my friend William Lee, who I went to acting class with in the 90s. And they came back and offered me a role where I had to say to Cary Tagawa, the master Kirigi is here to see you, sire, or something. And then I opened a door and let Kirigi walk in. That was the first role I ever declined.
Okay.
It was hard because I love the property, I love the subject matter, Elektra. But I had to turn it down because I knew those 2 actors and I just couldn't play that subservient role. Yeah. But that being said, maybe 10 years later, here I am playing Nobu on Daredevil. Things have come around, and I'm very fortunate.
I love your parole, to be honest with you. I've binge watched it the moment that it was on.
Season 1 or 2?
I had season 1 already, saw season 1 already. Also binge watched it when that was released, because as our website informs our visitors that new episodes or new series are coming out.
Of course, this is your business.
This is my business, yeah.
You are a fan too.
We are on top of the news.
Okay,
so we were really anticipating. Yeah, we were forced. No, not really forced by it, but we were eager at it. Really eager.
Cool. I am too. Like it's been a busy week, so I've only sat down and watched 6 of them myself.
You haven't seen yourself yet.
I can't lie. I scrolled forward right to my material. Well,
that's a good one.
I had to because I contributed so much. Well, I feel that during shooting that I needed the closure as an artist.
Yeah.
I didn't need to stroke my ego. It was more of
honestly, really.
Let me see my mistakes. But
did you see any mistakes?
I'm very comfortable with my performance. Okay. Like I said, I have had 30 years to with my acting for it, and of course my awareness of the material. I pretty much concocted my performance, my delivery of the performance, or my interpretation. Like I said, it was informed by my knowledge, my previous knowledge from it, and
from the books of those.
And of course, as a fan, I know what I expect to see.
Yeah.
So hopefully that translated well on the screen.
Honestly, it did. So don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Don't scroll forward. Really, honestly.
Thank you. When I watched it, I said, "You are a real prick." That's why I did the job. I was looking at myself. Listen, you're kind of hateful dick. Yeah. So I'm like, I guess I did the job.
The swordplay.
Yes.
In the series, did you have any practice with it? Did you have to practice for it?
I only held the sword that I offered to Electra.
Yeah.
But I wasn't involved in any swordplay. All my ninja cohorts had swords. I did have.
But were you involved in the practice of your fellow actors?
When we're blocking, of course, all the rehearsals, sure. But they were doing a lot of martial arts. The scenes where I fight individually against Daredevil, of course, I had a little bit of rehearsal time. A lot of it is emphasized. The acting is emphasized. Actors like myself, or Elodie, or even Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
Sometimes we only have minutes to prepare some of the fight sequences. You'll see a flurry of combinations, and we'll learn those maybe just moments before we shoot them. So we'll shoot those, and then of course they cut together, fluid, very fluid-like. But the thing is, all the credit, most of the credit has to go to the stunt department. There's a fellow, Philip Silvera, who was a brilliant stunt coordinator, and he also coordinated Deadpool.
Yeah.
But under him, he has a great team that he's assembled. He has Chris Brewster, who is the stunt double for Charlie. Phil did some doubling of me in season 1, but they brought in this new kid called, his name's Micah Carnes.
Okay.
He's an absolute human ninja. So he and myself were the ones that delivered the fight performance. I would do as much as I could. There's some really complicated, superhuman things that I'm comfortable to say that. No, I'm not really a tumbler. I don't trick. I can't do these flips.
This is flip back flips, etc.
If I'd spent 21 years of my life like some of these guys doing that, perhaps I could. But I put a lot of my time and effort into my acting craft.
Okay.
But I did take martial arts till I was 15, 16. And,
so you had the basis was there.
To tell you the truth, I would like to do a lot more, but safety is paramount on the set.
Of course.
And a lot of the producers, they're reluctant to put me in a lot of these dangerous sequences. Even if I campaign hard for it, they'll send me back to my trailer.
I don't know if I can ask you this, but
you can ask me anything you want.
Is there a season 3 coming?
I believe there is a season 3.
Will you be in it?
Highly unlikely. There's other shows that they got to release before that, leading up to it. Of course, I think it's common knowledge that the Defenders has to go. I mean, it
has to go. Of course, you got Luke Cage coming out, you got Iron Fist coming out.
So I believe they're going to shoot that sometime in the fall. And my understanding is they're going to be Daredevil season 3, as long as there's a viewership that exists. But I can't foresee myself being there.
So Nobu is still a reoccurring character.
Well, absolutely.
So and the hand is also still present within the Daredevil comics.
Yeah, I can't speak for Marvel, and it's too early in the game, but you've seen it. I don't want to give you spoilers, but
I don't want to spoil it, so don't worry.
But maybe it'll get renewed. Everybody's waiting for Marvel announcements on any given number of the projects that they got. They're spinning plates over there.
Yeah.
And I would love to be asked back, but it's way too early in the game.
Okay. Wait. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have any questions? We have 2 minutes left. Peter, thank you very much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
No, the pleasure is really ours. Really ours.
I don't know if you're right there. I think you're mistaken. You don't.
No, we are really pleasant, and we are really fortunate to talk to people like you. People who have some things to contribute within the TV and the movie world.
Well, fair enough. I reciprocate that back. I mean, I don't get really too many press pushes behind me, so studio. So these opportunities, I love to take them, and I have some things to say, and of course, all the positive feedback.
Okay.
So.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your stay here.
Oh, I am. Every moment I am. Thank you, sir.
Okay, and enjoy the Comic Con in Amsterdam if you're up to it.
I might go there tonight. But again, off the record, the most gracious country ever.
Thank you very much.
We're beautiful, amazing country. I understand now why Japan loved the Netherlands.